3 minutes left. A person who is in heaven and who you love very much asks you to open this urgently. Please don't skip. Hey love, don't be scared right now, but please listen. The next few minutes are more important than you think. Breathe. Slow down and feel the way your chest is pulling tighter. That's not anxiety. That's a soul signal. A voice from heaven is trying to reach your spirit. Someone you miss. Someone who could hold your hand like no one else could. The other side only said your name. And Michael the Archangel heard it. He's standing here, but you can't see him. But I promise that you can feel him in your soul. He brought you a message because this is the time you were meant to hear it. There's no chance in this. We believe this is the alignment you've been praying for without realizing it. You can't see the timer, but you only have 3 minutes left to stop. What's taking away your blessings? Read on. Don't take your eyes off the screen right now because your name is shining brightly in the sky. A spirit. Oh yes. Someone real who died but never stopped loving you is watching and whispering in the wind of heaven. Just let this into your heart. What's crazy is this. You're about to miss a divine turnaround by seconds. If you ignore this message, angels are coming into your time to warn you because they love you so much. Your soul is being told to stay by Archangel Michael because something powerful that you thought was dead, buried, or forgotten is about to come back. This isn't just a belief. This is the law of spirit. The whole network of God sends signals to earth when someone in heaven calls your name like they did now. That's why you're reading this now is your time. This next line is holy. I need you to know that no one missed your tears that night. You cried out loud on the floor and asked God if anyone was hearing you. You couldn't see how that cry shook the world. And yes, that person you were thinking of heard you. These people have been trying to get in touch with you, but your soul's inbox is blocked by all the noise, fear, and stress. Archangel Michael was sent to get rid of that problem. That's why it's happening again now. It was said your name in the divine courts and they agreed that things should be fixed. But you need to give this some time to sink in or it won't work. Do not stop. Do not pause. You still have 3 minutes. Now every second is important. An angelic wave is spreading out around you. It's made up of prayers, spiritual memories, and the protection of angels. And there is a truth in it. We will never forget you. Have you been waiting for something to alter? Not just in public, but deep down in your heart. Heaven has been waiting for this very moment right now. So you can hear what they've been going on about for months. You're not cursed. You're not behind schedule. You are not hidden. Someone from the other side whose love is so pure cried last night for your breakthrough. Their tears got thinner and Archangel Michael turned that light into the message from God you are now getting. Stay here. You are being moved. I need to tell you this before we go any further. They know what you're going through. They've seen you smile while carrying pain that you can't see. They know what it's like to be alone in a room full of people. They know they've lied to, used, and misunderstood you. That person in heaven wants to shout through time and space that you're still good enough. You're still picked. The world will still not expect what's going to happen to you. And a miracle is picking you right now, right this second. But only if you stay. You must listen all the way through. Listen if this message sounds like it's talking to your soul. God doesn't ask for money, but heaven is getting closer now than ever. Don't skip the rest of this message. Your angels and spiritual guides want you to keep having this moment of clarity. Sign up now to keep getting the divine alerts that are waiting for you. For fun, this is not for you. It comes from realms that care about you and keeps you alive. Don't go away again. People are now looking for you. Going back to what's going on. Your timeline is changing right in front of your eyes. Things that you thought were stuck are moving already. In divine alignment meetings, your name is being brought up. Yeah. Real ones that happen in the realms of light. Archangel Michael stands there with his truth sword and says, "This soul has suffered enough." Does the pressure in your chest ease? That's the power of lifting weights. Don't fight it. An angel begged for your big break to happen before the end of the week. And now heaven is keeping its promise. But you have to agree to it. Don't let doubt stop it. Don't shut down your faith inside. Say yes. Accept what's coming. That was just a lie to keep you tired. You may have thought that the best times of your life were over. The truth is that a new part of your soul contract is being added right now. Restoration, renewal, and recovery. And can you guess who is signing it with magic? The angel who walked with the person you lost. They followed you around. They sent more troops. Every chance that was missed is being rewritten. Every door that's shut is about to open in a way that will scare you even more than you thought possible. Don't use common sense. Your mind can't figure out how much favor is building up. Let your soul know about it. You're not crazy to feel like something is wrong lately. The clues, the dreams, and the random memories of the person you lost when you thought you were over them. That's more than just nostalgia. It's communication from God. They were getting your spirit ready for this moment. And now, Archangel Michael is giving you a holy order. Don't skip this message. If you do that, you might not remember what tried to save you for a few days. You can't miss this now that you've come so far. Okay, you stayed. That means that a big change has already started to happen for you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It wasn't just you who chose to keep reading. Deep down, something pushed you forward. That's the spirit of a loved one who has died but never really left. Their lips have been whispering to heaven for you. God heard them. The Archangel Michael answered. And right now you're in the middle of a biblical break. You didn't need to make plans for this. It was meant to be. And the energy around you is stronger than ever. Heaven is filling your atmosphere with love, redemption, and a sense of urgency. You can't afford to return to the state of numbness you've been living in. This is an awakening from God, one that was past due. Please pay close attention. The story doesn't end there. The pain you felt didn't bury you. It washed you clean. You weren't being punished. You were being taught. Heaven took away some people from your life, not to hurt you, but to keep you safe from the harm that was about to come. Someone in heaven saw what would happen and cried. They were sad because they knew you were about to break up for good. The guardians also smiled because they knew that soon light would break through your dark tunnel. Archangel Michael would touch your spirit and say, "Rise." And that's what this message is doing. It takes your soul from being silent to being recognized by God. You are seen. You have been picked. Your name is being called out. And heaven isn't just telling you who you are right now. Also, it shows you a simple way to go. One that gives you faith, peace, clarity, and daily direction as you move forward. Dear child, I see the trouble you've been having, the stress you feel about money, the worries that don't come out, and the times when you don't know what to do next. You've been asking for peace and it's on its way. You're not supposed to stay scared. You should move forward every day with a plan, faith, and clear steps. That's why a simple system has been set up for you. A 30-day system for faith and money breakthroughs. A path that gives you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction every day to help you move forward. There is no stress or confusion. There is only steady progress toward peace and stability. Today is the day to take the first step toward making things better if you feel ready. This could be the start of a big change in your life. You can find the link in the comments and in the text itself. And heaven is still not done with you. Are you beginning to feel it? There's something in your chest that makes you want to cry for no reason. That's not being weak. It's called activation. It's what angels talk. They talk through feelings and energy. And the vibration of heaven is tuned right now to your heart. They chose this very moment to open something you forgot you were waiting for. A deep desire, a prayer you buried, or a promise you whispered to yourself at night when no one was home. God didn't forget. And that person in heaven prayed over and over again that it would happen for you. They loved you while they were alive and even more after they died. This part needs to be heard over and over again. What's coming your way won't be like what happened in the past. That old stuff, the broken hearts and the losses, don't control your future. The divine has called for a disruption. Heaven has changed the plan for your life and given you new instructions where you saw endings. God wrote that the story would go on. Archangel Michael is ripping up the deal that bound you to fear right now. The shame that kept you quiet is being cut away by him. He is telling all the forces of delay to let go of your life. There is no longer an attack on you. You have been given a job by God. It's not because you're broken that you've been feeling alone lately. It's because the pain that used to fit your spirit no longer does. You are getting rid of an old season. Your guardian angels are getting closer all the time. Not because something bad is going to happen, but because something wonderful is trying to come into the world. And just like giving birth, it feels like stress, panic, and like something inside you is breaking. What's really breaking though is everything that was never meant to stay. You're not going to fall. You are being fixed up from the inside out. And the spirit of the person who loved you in heaven, they are cheering you on, praying for you, and showing you the way as you rebuild. You've never been by yourself. You didn't even know that door was there. One made of spiritual light, grace from the ancestors, and holy time. It's now starting to crack open. It was being watched over by Archangel Michael until you were ready. This message is your key to getting ready right now. Sacred peace has taken the place of the grief that used to weigh you down. Angels are breathing strength back into your lungs, which is making your chest feel lighter. Something good has already been sent to your timeline, even if you can't see it yet. It looks like the future will love you back. Now take a second breath. Notice how the air feels different. That is not creativity. That's being there. That's spirit. That's your loved ones standing in divine light, smiling as they finally get the message they've been holding on to for you. No longer do you need to act like everything is fine. The getting better has begun. God is doing something. And Archangel Michael is keeping an eye on you with his sword drawn, but not to fight you. He is there to protect you. He's here. You'll be okay. You're not by yourself. And the next few days will show it in ways that will really blow your mind. You can still feel your soul here awake and listening. It is now surrounded by a frequency that very few people ever really feel. That doesn't happen often. That is holy. That means heaven picked you more than once. They have chosen you again. You are saying yes to God's plan. Every second you stay here and you are trying to fall through your old hurts. Don't think less of what's going on. Your spirit is talking to realms of light while you think you're reading. Archangel Michael is now echoing the voice of the person in heaven who called your name. Each word is like an arrow shot straight into the walls you built around your heart. And they're crying softly, lovingly, and at the right time. You learn to be strong by keeping quiet, you see. Be open, though, and heaven will teach you how to be strong. It is holy that you are weak. Fear, regret, anger, and sadness that you've been trying to hide are not signs of weakness. They are what the miracle that is happening around you now is made of. You don't need to be the perfect person for the angels to find you. There is a part of you that is still breathing even though everything has tried to crush you. That's the powerful version that heaven talks about. That's the one Archangel Michael bows down to. You made it through things that no one else saw but God did. That's why this moment had to take place. Some people near you never really saw your light. They only saw what they could use. There were times in your past when your back hurt, but you smiled through it to be accepted. Right now though, God is changing the energy. People whisper your name in rooms where blessings are picked. Right now, your heart is getting ready for love that honors. And your soul is being told that you were never found to be unqualified. The pain didn't change your goal. It made it better. The person in heaven who used to hold your hand is now with you in the future. They gave it to God to take care of. Archangel Michael is the dog that stands guard at the door to your next chapter. You can't just scroll past this message. There is no poetry here. It is a prophecy. There is a rare event that takes place when heaven speaks and the soul listens. Things change, doors open, chains break. Right now, the outside world looks the same, but your spiritual world is filled with light. You'll never be the same after this. It was never meant to happen that way. The plan was for you to reach the edge and then be lifted off the ground by something else. Today is the only time this can happen, not tomorrow or next month. You have now been told to wait, be patient, and not expect too much. But heaven doesn't agree with you. Prepare for the unexpected. Get ready for the apology you didn't think was going to come. Get ready for the weird favor. Wait for the money to come in after you almost gave up. Get ready for the talk that will heal a wound that time couldn't reach. Why? Because you were picked. Because heaven is sick of seeing you suffer alone. Because the person you loved and lost won't rest until you do. They say your name over and over again up there. Not begging but making a statement. Saying that people need your light. Saying that your voice still has value. Saying that your future was put off, not denied. Feel, snorts, that tingling in your chest again. That flutter that shouldn't be there unless it's connected to something holy is there. That's the message from God. It's still not done. More is on the way. But you had to get to this point to start to hope and believe again. You did. That's why the veil is getting less thick. That's why the signs don't make sense. You can have dreams that wake you up and sense things you can't explain because the spiritual world is real and has plans for you. Okay. You're still here. That means your soul agrees with God's plan. Even though you don't fully understand it yet. That's strong. That's holy obedience. You have been having too many doubts about yourself for too long. You feel like you missed your chance or that the world forgot about you. No, heaven has been making room for you the whole time. The wait wasn't a denial. It was getting ready. You weren't being turned down. Your path was changing to lead you to something good and pure. God can finally do what you've been praying for behind closed doors. Now that your heart is open, and you've stayed long enough to hear past the noise, Michael the Archangel hasn't left your side in weeks. Even though you couldn't see him and felt alone, he was there with you as you tried to get yourself to keep going while crying in front of the mirror. He stood behind you with his wings spread out and said, "Hold on. The shift is coming. The shift has now happened. Just enough of heaven's gates have been opened for this wave of blessing and closure to come into your life. You are slowly breaking free from the emotional chains that were holding you back. The confusion that made it hard for you to see clearly is going away. The person you loved who asked heaven to send you this message is happy. They see that you're getting what they've been trying to give you. You've been looking for a message, a sign, a confirmation, or anything else that will let you know all your hard work was worth it. That's it. They were getting ready for this moment to happen. If you're not close enough, heaven won't send you reminders. You are now on the edge of a spiritual door that only opens for people who are brave enough to believe again. You are one of them. So what if your heart was broken and you're afraid to hope again? You are still the one they chose to carry this light. You are still the person that heaven is behind. Another person in heaven still loves you very much, even more than before. Before we go any further, I need you to know something. Something so holy that when it was said, even angels woke up. Your life is not a mistake. At that point, you almost gave up. It was written down in heaven. You hid your tears in your pillow that night so no one would hear you. Heaven did. That person who loves you in heaven. They could feel it. And when they spoke your name, there was so much fire and love that Archangel Michael stood up and said, "Let's help." That's why you are here. Your soul is being wrapped in this message like a warm light because you are so important. Listen up. If this voice or message seems like it was written just for you, it was. I want you to do something right now if you don't want to miss the next message from heaven. Click on subscribe not just for content but also to connect with others. If you sign up, you'll never miss another call from the angels because the next time God moves for you, it will be a whisper from a loved one in heaven. It's coming right now. And I want you to make sure you hear it. No matter how good you think you are, you can still receive what's coming. Being open is all it takes. That's it. You don't have to be more successful, healed, or spiritual in order to receive the blessing that is coming your way. Heaven starts moving mountains for you as soon as you say, "God, I'm tired, but I'm still here. Use me." Someone else on the other side said it for you when you couldn't. They love you that much. In that way, your spirits are still very close. Here is what happens next. If you want to know God's clarity, you will feel something break open in your awareness in the next few days. You won't have to look for answers. They will come to you. People who used to confuse you will now make sense. There will be new connections that add to life instead of taking it away. Of course, real chances will come up that are based on peace, not pressure. Why? Since you stayed, since you paid attention, because you had just enough faith for God to call your name again, you're almost done. You also didn't fold. As tired as you were, and as if all the good things in the world had already passed you by, heaven saw that. That's why the wait time was made longer, so you could get this message at the right time. Not when you were busy or thinking about something else, but when your heart was still enough to hear. Now is that time. God has more to show you than this. It's the start. There's a divine alignment that's been waiting to start. And this is the first sign key. Yes. Pay attention now, because what's next isn't just a message. It's your confirmation, your big break, the divine moment you've been waiting for so long. Miracles don't always happen in a big way, which is something that not many people understand. There are times when they come in whispers, goosebumps, or sudden peace that doesn't make sense. That's exactly what's going on around you right now. Peace. True peace. The kind you haven't had in so long that you almost forgot how to feel it. But heaven kept track. The person who has been praying for you from the other side has been waiting for this peace to come to you like a gift. It's now here, strong, holy, and quiet. You don't have to work for it. You've cried enough. You've taken on too much. You showed how strong you are by living through something no one else saw. Now it's your turn for heaven to carry you. The load is being lifted one piece at a time that you can't see. You're not making it up. The change has begun. Finally, Archangel Michael has come forward again. He has your name in his hands like it's gold, which it is. Your name is holy. It has been said in divine places where healing is chosen. Also, guess what? Heaven said he is. Yes to fixing things up. Yes, let's open the doors. Yes to a new lineup. And most importantly, yes to seeing you again. Certain times in your life have made you feel like an extra in other people's stories. But that was just a trick, a lie, or something to keep you from paying attention. Your story isn't short. People will remember your energy. Legacy, light, and purpose are all on you. And even the people who tried to stop you know it. That's why your feelings were hurt so badly. Because you weren't just surviving for yourself. Your path has felt heavier than others. You had been living for generations. Heaven knew you were breaking chains, but you didn't. It was the angels. That person in heaven who still loves you did it. They saw every spiritual bruise, and they stood in the courts of the divine and said, "It's time." Bless them now. You don't have to know how it'll all unfold. That's not your job anymore. The only thing heaven is asking from you is permission. Permission to bless you in a way that defies logic. Permission to reroute what the enemy tried to block. Permission to awaken the version of you that still believes something beautiful is coming. And even now, heaven is placing a simple path before you. One that leads you forward with faith, peace, clarity, and daily direction. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated, just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the comments below. And the second your soul says yes, even in a whisper, it activates everything. It opens new paths, it calls new people, it clears the fog. That's how powerful you are when you're aligned with truth. And the truth is this. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. And you are absolutely not alone. Right now, there's someone walking into your future that heaven has handpicked. They are carrying a piece of your healing. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's clarity. Maybe it's a divine opportunity that rewrites your finances, your emotions, your belief in yourself. But they're coming. And here's the miracle part. They were delayed until you opened to receive them. The person in heaven knew it wasn't time. Until now. But now it's time. The clock has shifted. The light has changed. And Archangel Michael has already removed the spiritual interference that once blocked this connection. All you need to do now is stay open. Don't second guess this. Don't shrink. Just stay. There is a sacred silence happening around your name right now. The kind of silence that means something big is about to break open. Don't be discouraged if the people around you don't understand it yet. This part of the journey wasn't designed for spectators. It's for you, for the chosen, for the faithful, for the tired warriors who still showed up. And that's you. That's why your name is safe in the hands of angels. That's why your spirit is glowing right now. Even if your eyes can't see it, it's happening. The divine is realigning everything. And this time, nothing can stop it. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Now, let's go deeper because heaven is not finished yet. This next part is heavy with glory. You've been holding guilt. Haven't you felt guilt for what you said, for what you didn't say, for what you lost. But let me tell you something so holy it might shake the air around you. Heaven is not holding it against you. The person in heaven does not remember you by your mistakes. They remember you by your love. They remember the way your eyes lit up when you spoke to them, the way you tried, the way you loved them, even when you didn't have the words for it. And that's what they carried with them into eternity. Not the pain, not the ending, the love. Yes, we must keep going because your spirit hasn't heard everything it came for yet. There's still more being delivered to you right here, right now. The divine doesn't waste a moment. And this one was written into your soul's timeline long before you even knew you'd need it. That person in heaven who loves you more than words can hold. They knew. They saw what you'd go through. They saw the way people would mishandle your love, underestimate your power, forget your worth. And they made a promise to God. If I can't be there to protect them, send someone who will. And God answered them by sending this message through Archangel Michael directly to your soul. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. What's been delayed is only resting, ready to return when your heart is soft enough to receive it. That softness, it's happening now. You might feel your breath slowing, your tears pressing against your eyes, your heart pounding with a strange beautiful ache, that spiritual truth flooding you. It's not weakness, it's awakening. The veil is thin in this moment. And if you listen closely, you'll hear it. The voice of someone in heaven calling out for your breakthrough. Not for them, but for you. They want you to live real life. Not just exist. Not just push through, but to laugh again, love again, trust again, and believe in miracles again because they're coming. You're about to witness divine alignment that will silence every voice that ever told you to settle. And here's the part you didn't see coming. What was once broken in your life is being turned into a beacon. God is going to use the very part of you that was almost destroyed to restore others. You're not just being healed. You're being equipped. You're not just being blessed. You're being assigned. Your life will become evidence of grace that cannot be explained by logic, only by heaven's fingerprint. There's an image forming around you now. And I wish you could see it with your human eyes. The glow, the protection, the angel standing shoulder to shoulder. Archangel Michael at the center with his sword buried in the ground because the war over you is finished. The moment you said yes in your spirit, the battle turned. And that loved one in heaven, they're clapping. They're rejoicing because you finally made it to this sacred point in time. The breaking is over. The building begins now. But don't expect everyone to understand what's happening inside you. They weren't invited into this encounter. This moment is between you, your soul, your angels, and the one in heaven who refused to let go of you. There are some blessings coming that even you will question because they will seem too good after all the pain. But trust this, God doesn't send restoration to the undeserving. He sends it to the faithful. And even in your doubt, even in your silence, your faith never died. It flickered, but it never left. And that is why you're about to be favored in ways that defy your own expectations. Remember what I'm telling you now, because it will become your proof later. The very area of your life that feels most empty right now is about to become the most anointed. That gap in your heart, that loss, that ache, it wasn't punishment. It was space being carved for divine abundance. The person in heaven who loved you knew your soul would one day feel hollow. That's why they asked God to fill it. And God didn't forget. He just waited for you to open long enough for Him to pour it in. Stay right here. This energy, this shift, this light that's entering your spirit, it's holy. It's rewriting your story in real time. It's replacing every no with a divine yes. The angels are rejoicing because your soul has aligned with something eternal, something unshakable, something that cannot be taken from you. Not by fear, not by delay, not by anyone who once made you feel small. You are chosen. You are loved. You are called. And everything you lost is now echoing back toward you, wrapped in light, covered in promise, and kissed by heaven's breath. And now, beloved soul, before you go, I need you to do one last thing. Not for me, but for you. If something inside you is touched, if you felt even one breath of truth in your spirit, don't let this be the last time heaven reached you like this. Subscribe right now. Not because it's a channel, but because it's a calling. Subscribe so the next time God sends a message just for you, your spirit does not miss it. So that when your name is spoken in heaven again, when the angels gather, when the one who loved you sends another whisper through the veil, you will be right here to see it. This is how you stay in alignment. This is how you stay connected. And this is how you let heaven know. I am listening now. Let that be your yes. Subscribe and be ready for what's next. My child, for your safety, write one of the sacred numbers in the comments and stay close. Heaven is not finished with your story. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COF community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open.